Spider-Man thought he was doing the ultimate good deed by fixing Wolverine's heart, but he accidentally invited a multiversal executioner to their front door. In Spider-Man and Wolverine issue 10, Peter Parker learns the hard way that when you play with interdimensional travel, you risk bringing back monsters. We are breaking down the finale where Arachnix finally arrives on Earth 616, and Wolverine's life is changed forever. Let's jump into Spider-Man and Wolverine issue 10. But first, here's what you need to know. Spider-Man and Wolverine were stranded on Earth 4587, dragged into a broken universe by a desperate version of Reed Richards who was trying to avenge the death of his wife. In that world, Reed Richards was married to Mariko Yashida, who, in the 616 universe, was Wolverine's greatest love. But what Reed Richards really needed was for them to stop Arachnix. He isn't just another villain. He is a predator who has already slaughtered numerous versions of Spider-Man and Wolverine dragged to this universe by Reed Richards. Arachnix was jealous of the relationship between Reed Richards and Mariko Yashida, and this eventually led to him killing Mariko. After a brutal confrontation leading to the death of Reed Richards, Spider-Man manages to get them back to Earth 616, but Spider-Man doesn't just bring them home. He has a plan. He takes Wolverine to Vancouver to reunite him with the Earth 616 Mariko Yashida, who was previously resurrected after her death. What they don't know, and what we're about to see go horribly wrong, is that Arachnix manipulated the tech and followed them into this universe. Peter didn't just open a door home, he left it wide open for a monster. And that is where Spider-Man and Wolverine issue 10 begins. We open with Peter and Logan in civilian clothes outside a Vancouver apartment. The door opens, and Mariko Yashida stands there. Wolverine gives us some internal insight. This is his ex-fiancée, the mother of their adopted daughter, Amiko. The woman he once killed under tragic circumstances, the woman later resurrected. He describes her as all the happiness and sadness I ever experienced in my life wrapped up in a single person. Peter steps away to give them some privacy, feeling like he's done his good deed for the day. Just another day in the office for Spider-Man. Spider-Man is literally patting himself on the back here. He thinks he's solved Wolverine's decades of trauma with a surprise reunion. He has no idea he's actually set the stage for the worst. Then, his spider sense explodes. He's too slow. He's kicked from behind and sent crashing onto a rooftop. He looks up to see Arachnix mocking him. You thought you were the only one smart enough to manipulate Reed Richards' tech? Spider-Man admits, yeah, he kind of did, but then it hits him. Arachnix has already killed multiple Spider-Men, and that was when Wolverine was there to back them up. Right now, Spider-Man is alone, and he is getting overwhelmed. Inside the apartment, the tone shifts. Logan apologizes for not reaching out, but Mariko admits she didn't want to see him. That hurts. She responds with something even heavier, revealing that the Gorgon didn't merely resurrect her, he turned her into one of his enforcers. She calls herself a killer, unworthy of love. Logan tells her this only proves she's as strong on the outside as she's always been on the inside. But she pulls away. You don't see the pain I'm in. Stick with me, because this emotional tension is about to explode into the most savage fight of the series. Outside, Arachnix is tearing through Spider-Man with enhanced strength and blade constructs. Spider-Man is getting slashed up badly. At first, he attempts to create some distance between himself and Arachnix, and then he reveals his plan. He had brought back one of the anti-web bullets from Earth 4587, the weapon designed by that universe's Reed Richards to take down Arachnix. However, when he throws the bullet towards Arachnix, Arachnix is quick to slice it mid-air, stating, "Oh, this is almost clever. But what's that old saying? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, and I'll gut you like a trout." Spider-Man quips back that that's not how the saying goes, but he's losing. Meanwhile, Wolverine tells Mariko that he never wanted to hurt her, and she simply responds, "You haven't. You brought me so much joy, Logan. I love you. I will always love you, but I look in your eyes and all I'm reminded of are the terrible things that happened to us. I'm sorry, but if you truly care for me, then you won't be here when I return." The commotion draws the attention of Vancouver police, and they send helicopters their way. As Arachnix leaps for a helicopter, Spider-Man webs him mid-air. That's when Wolverine finally looks out the window. The conversation is not going well for him, but he's finally found his distraction. Spider-Man is desperately trying to warn the police to flee, knowing just how dangerous Arachnix is. However, he is surprisingly webbed up by Arachnix, and as Arachnix leaps in for a fatal blow, Wolverine arrives just in time to block it. Spider-Man, despite almost dying, immediately wants the gossip. How'd it go with Mariko? Wolverine ignores him. The fight intensifies. Arachnix is terrifyingly efficient because he's fought versions of them across the multiverse. While Spider-Man is able to narrowly avoid Arachnix's blades, Wolverine is not so fortunate, receiving a devastating slash across his chest, enough that Wolverine falls to the ground and tries to catch his breath. Spider-Man tries to counter, but Arachnix is too quick, and although Spider-Man dodges, he admits that he nearly lost his head. As Wolverine goes for another attack, he is webbed up and thrown, but is quickly able to cut himself free. Other Wolverines fell for that one? Wolverine asks, and Arachnix replies, so many times. Now can you just let history repeat itself? But before he can finish his sentence, a sword pierces Arachnix from behind. Enter the Scarlet Samurai. She declares that she would not let Arachnix hurt anyone in her city. Although the fight is now 3 against 1, Arachnix proves too powerful, countering each and every one of them and shrugging off any attacks that they can land. Spider-Man thinks to himself, I don't know who this new player is, but I like her. But even with the extra set of hands, I don't think we're walking away from this. And it seems like Wolverine is taking the worst blows of them all, as we see another image of Wolverine stabbed through the chest in devastating fashion, and as the Scarlet Samurai attempts to step in, she is webbed in the face, forcing her to remove her helmet. It's Mariko Yashida. Even Arachnix is stunned. He tries to rationalize it, telling her they can be together. He states, Mariko, my love, I'm from another Earth, one where I'd lost you, but now we can be together. Spider-Man and Wolverine agree that this is their chance, whilst Arachnix is distracted. Arachnix continues, in my universe, I was your great love. Spider-Man mutters about some creepy stalker vibes while they attack. Mariko calls him insane and Arachnix loses it. Don't make me kill you like I had to back on my Earth. This is the last straw. Wolverine snaps, and as he goes into a Berserker Rage, he thinks to himself, I failed Mariko before. Arachnix is giving me a shot at redemption here. It may mean the end of me, but I'm gonna take it. He unleashes one of the most savage Berserker assaults we've seen in this entire run. Even Spider-Man admits he's never seen Wolverine fight like this. While Wolverine is locked in combat, Spider-Man retrieves the remnants of the anti-web fluid. He tells Wolverine he needs to slice Arachnix open so the fluid can directly hit his bloodstream. And their plan works. Arachnix and his healing factor have now been stunned, temporarily weakening Arachnix. Wolverine prepares to decapitate him, but Spider-Man stops him. Wolverine, holding his blades up preparing to deal the final blow, replies, what, don't kill him? He said it himself. He killed Mariko before, and he'll do it again. As long as he's alive, Mariko will always be in danger. We've been here before, many times. And I know what you're gonna say. There's always another way, so we'll try yours. Thanks to your little web bomb, this guy ain't going nowhere. The ending is one of the quietest Wolverine moments in the series. As Mariko and Logan talk privately, he thanks her for coming to help, stating that she didn't have to do that, and she tells him, as I said, I will always love you. Maybe it's that love that makes the past too painful for me to bear. Spider-Man, watching over Arachnix, says that this is too sweet, and wonders if Arachnix would think less of him if he started to weep. 24 hours later, they are at the Baxter building, this time with Reed Richards of Earth 616, and he is transporting Arachnix back to his home universe. Spider-Man offers to take out the trash for him, but Reed makes a point to let him know that he will never pass up an opportunity to visit a parallel universe. So Peter asks Logan to grab a beer. But Logan knows full well that Peter doesn't drink, but Peter wants to hear all about the juicy Mariko related details. Logan begins to tell him that she just needs space, but as they look out the window, they see none other than Fing Fang Foom. They're back on the job. Peter sighs as he says, I'm never gonna get those details, am I? And Logan's final line, I wouldn't bet on it, no. What did you think of Mariko, also known as the Scarlet Samurai, joining the fray? And do you think they made the right decision in sparing Arachnix? Let me know in the comments. And if you're still craving more Marvel Comics content, then make sure to check out the rest of my channel. Peace!